Yo, Faiq, how's it going, bro?
Yeah, bro. I'm okay. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good as well. You sound a little bit sick.
Yeah, bro. The weather change. I caught some sort of illness or some sort of virus.
Yeah.
You can
I hope
say.
you get better soon, man. Yeah,
Thank
it's
you,
pretty
bro. Thank
cold,
you.
to be honest. Pretty cold, and it's like it's been raining for a while as well.
Yeah, I think
So,
it's some sort of storm or something
yeah,
in you.
yeah, something is coming. Winter is coming.
Yep.
Let's go. Let's talk about the UFC, bro. Did you watch the? Actually, we're gonna talk about UFC, but let's start with the incident between Pereira and Jamal Hill.
Oh yeah.
That,
Yeah.
oh my God, that is so crazy, bro. Honestly, that is so cringy from Jamal Hill. Like you went to Pereira's training center. You disrupted the training first, and then you're
Yep.
shouting that, "Whoa, we're not on Twitter now." And then you go to
Yeah.
Pereira, and then Pereira says, "Okay." He passes the gloves to you,
Yeah.
throws the gloves at you actually, and then he points to the octagon. Come inside the octagon, and we actually fight. And then he said, "No."
Yeah. I
How
think it's
much
a
of a bitch
bit.
do you have to be? Yeah,
I think it's embarrassing on his behalf. Uh,
it is
I think.
embarrassing. I can see that he was trying to sell the fight.
Yeah. I think so as well. And then when it came down to it, he was like, "The I'm not gonna fight you for no money or something like that." Then why actually confront a
Yeah.
man? Why actually go and confront a man?
Why? Yeah, why not just stay on Twitter then? Why not just talk on Twitter?
Exactly.
Because the only reason why you went over there and you shouted we're not on Twitter now is because you want to fight. And then when he's asking you to
Yeah,
fight, you don't want to fight. And then you're like, okay,
exactly.
we're gonna fight for the money. So then fight Jiri and then do like a nice call out in the post fight interview.
Exactly. Yeah, that's it.
I would have
I
been
think
better.
Alex actually hates him. I think Alex doesn't like him.
Alex does not like him. Like Alex beat Jiri twice, but Alex has a lot of respect for Jiri. You can see it when he talks
Yeah.
about him. He does not like Jamal Hill at all.
Bro, I swear when they were face to face, he told the translator to tell Jamal like, "Oh, are you awake yet?"
Oh yeah.
He was, that was funny. He was like to him on the face, and so he's like, "Are you awake yet? Did you just wake up from that fight?"
Did you just wake up from him? So I heard about that. I heard about that. It's funny. Let's see if he can actually get the fight. Like some people actually, most of the people are against Jamal
Yeah.
Hill now. I think his stock is going down, but some of the people are
Yeah.
respecting it because they're saying nobody else is kind of creating rivalries. So at least Jamal knows it's not one of those guys who's like, I got knocked out and Pereira was just better than me. He's like actually stepping up to Pereira and saying that, okay, I can actually beat you. And he's denying the first fight, what happened in the first fight. He's basically taking all the credit away from Pereira and saying, I got knocked out because the ref stepped in. And also it was like an early stoppage or something. I don't know. But whatever.
Bro, that's the biggest BS I've heard. That he got knocked out because the ref stepped in.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't. So
That's just stupid point. I don't know why he brings that up.
I don't know. I don't know. Makes
It's
it look more like
literally there's literally footage out there. Everybody knows it's not because of the ref.
it's not because of that. Everybody knows what happened. And
He
even if it
literally
was,
threw the first punch after the ref. What do you call it? They separated. He separated both.
yeah.
Remember?
And then okay, Pereira stepped, but that was strategy on Pereira's part. That's not you wouldn't blame Pereira for that.
What was stepping on his toe or something?
Yeah, like he took a step very
I think
quickly
that's
right
legal,
after that.
right?
But that it is legal. That was after the separation. So as long as it's legal, you wouldn't just blame ref for that
Yeah.
or blame Pereira.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's his problem, but I do feel like yeah, he wants to he really wants Alex to give him a rematch because he knows Alex is literally the new, like not the new, but like he's that popular that he can pick and choose who he wants to fight. I think he understands that he has Dana privilege as well. Dana loves him because of how many back-to-back fights he's done for Dana. Remember, he saved 300,
Because how
and
many how did you say
yeah, and even Dana sees the star power within Alex. So
Victor just has that aura about him. Everybody loves him. He's the fighter of the year. Had 3 fights in the last 7 months. He was taking the cost. He was
yep,
taking fights at short notice, and he puts on amazing performances. He had three
exactly, yeah,
knockouts. So he had 3 fights and 3 knockouts. So how
Yeah.
could you not love this guy?
Yeah, Dana
As
loves
a
it because of the highlights. It's just like
fan,
vicious
loves him because of
highlights of him
highlights.
locking people out.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you think about what happened? So Dana actually announced two fights for UFC. Actually, the whole card for UFC now, for the two main fights for UFC 311. So Mirab is going to be fighting. Mirab is going to be fighting Umar, and Islam is going to be fighting Arman Saryukin. And the card is just amazing, bro. If you actually look at the card,
Yeah, bro, he's so
let me
good.
just, let me just actually, I'm going to share my screen. I'm just going to put up the card for you.
Yeah,
Let me know if you can actually see it. All right, can you see the screen?
yeah, I can see it.
For the UFC 311 fight card. Okay, look. So you have
Algerian.
Islam Makhachev.
Oh,
You
okay.
have Islam versus Arman, right? That is an amazing fight.
Yep,
Like these, it's a very competitive fight as well. At the same time, these are the guys who actually deserve to fight for the title. And then you have Mira
yeah,
versus Umar. Again, very competitive fight. Then you
yep,
have lightweight bout between Benil Dariush versus Renato Moicano. Again, a very high
yeah,
level fight, but I mean, this is a very high grappling level sort of card. Grappling.
yeah,
Look, Benil is a high level Brazilian jiu-jitsu guy. Renato Moicano, he's been putting everybody's like he's so good. Moicano
yep.
is just everyone now. So that is a very grappling high level card. And then you have Judy is fighting
Algeria
Jamal Hill again.
versus.
A big, massive fight. Would love that.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Mama's good. Okay. And then you have Kevin Holland versus Dare Raider. So Kevin Holland is also fighting on the card. And even if you go to like the prelims of this card, right? You have Johnny
Yep.
Walker fighting on the card. Then you have Gelton
Oh,
Almeida versus
Python Talbot. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. And then you have Gelson Almeida versus Sergio Spivak. So you have a lot of fighters actually fighting on the card. So I think UFC 11 might be the best card of the. This is the intentions behind it. They want it to
yeah.
be
I
like a
think.
massive card.
Yeah, I think after like 300, I think this is pretty good.
This is
Or do you
pretty
think
good.
305 was good, or which one was it? There was another card. Uh, that was also pretty good after
There
300.
was another. Yeah. Which card was that? When Islam was fighting Dustin Poirier, I think that was a.
Yeah, I think that was a minute.
I
Let
think
me
that was a
just
good
check.
card. Yeah. But the Islam.
Oh yeah, 303 was just cursed. They wanted to put Michael Chandler versus Conor. That didn't happen. Diego Lopez fight didn't happen. Oh yeah, that was 302. Islam, Sean, Kevin Holland,
Okay, so Islam was
Randy
fighting
Brown.
Sean Strickland was fighting Paulo Costa, and then Kevin Holland was fighting.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, but it wasn't that. There was another one. That was
yeah, there
even there
was
was another
another.
one that was yeah, I don't remember exactly what card, but there was another one that was even better than this card.
Yeah, I think so as well.
But yeah, what else do you did you did you have the chance to actually watch the presser between Mirab and Umar?
Mirab and Umar, yeah, I did.
That's
Bro, I think they just outshined their event over the current one, UFC 310.
UFC 310, yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I would say the press conference was much better than the thing. One thing that I didn't get is like Mirab, even though the storyline behind this says that Mirab is the one who actually went to Dana's office, I kind of doubt it because of his attitude in the press conference, where it's like
Yeah,
completely trying to deny Omar as like an opponent, doesn't want to fight him. Again, just crying the whole time. His emotions are taking over him, getting the best of him, and he's saying, "Be a
yeah.
man, be a man."
Bro, I don't
Just
understand
big
him.
man
Who
stuff,
is he
yeah.
gonna fight if he doesn't fight Umar?
Who is
Who
he
does
gonna
he have
fight?
left?
The guys that he's mentioning, he's like, who the fuck are you, Umar? And at the same time, he's saying the guys that I'm gonna fight is Peter Yan. He's like, Peter Yan looks like a scary guy to me. I really want to fight. Oh, you beat him 50-45. All right, Peter Yan has more experience. All right, Peter Yan is such a great fighter. He can always give you a competitive fight. But you beat him 50-45 in the first fight. I don't think he deserves a title shot. And Peter Yan is on a 1-5 win streak. He had like two
Yeah,
two
literally.
losses or three losses in a row. And then you had what, Sean O'Malley. He's calling him out. He's like, I would fight Sean O'Malley. For Sean O'Malley, you
But
just
honestly, yeah, he online he just avoided Umar, which is crazy.
yeah. I do
He
not get
he
you
was
know
calling out everybody. He was calling out Figueiredo. He was calling out Peter. He was calling out Sean O'Malley.
Yeah, like why would you be calling those guys out? Why would you be calling O'Malley out when you know you destroyed him in the last one? You beat him 50, what was it, 50-44 or something? And then you
Yeah,
beat Peter Yan 50-45, and Peter Yan he was on a losing streak. He had three losses in a row, and then he won one fight. And as big of a fan I am of Peter Yan, I think Peter Yan is an amazing fighter. And I think if the fight again, Peter Yan would still have a chance, like he could give him a competitive fight. But Peter Yan does not deserve the title shot. Omar is the one who
yeah,
deserves the title shot. He's on a winning streak. Okay, maybe his resume is not as good as some of the other guys, but he's the one on a winning streak. And he needs to
yeah,
fight more guys. And if you think he's an easy fight, you can just beat him right now. Like it's the best time because he's growing now. He's only gonna get better. So
yeah.
why don't take the
Bro, I'm not gonna
opportunity
lie. They
and
should have just put up Umar versus Figueiredo because Figueiredo was ranked number 2, right? When he was fighting Peter Yan,
yeah,
and now Peter is ranked number 2. I'm pretty sure Umar is like ranked 5 or 4.
I don't know exactly what Umar is in ranking.
Let's just check that away ranking.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
Sorry.
around that Sean O'Malley. Why is Sean O'Malley still up there?
I mean, Sean O'Malley,
Omar
because
is actually number 2. Omar is actually number 2.
Umar is actually number
Peter
two, and
Yan
who is
is
number one?
number 1 is
Peter Yan.
Sean O'Malley.
Number one, yeah, Sean O'Malley deserves to be number one because Sean O'Malley's only lost one fight, and Sean O'Malley was the champion previously. But he got
Uh,
destroyed in the fight. He lost 50-44. So I think Sean should just be fighting. Maybe
he
go
should be
fight.
fighting Yan.
San-
Him versus
oh
Yan
yeah,
will be
either
good.
make Sean versus Yan or make Sanhagen versus Sean. I think that would be a nice fight because look, Yan and Sean have fought before. Sanhagen has fought Peter Yan previously. But Sean versus Sanhagen, that is a fight that fans want to see because it would be a great striking battle, and this is a fight that hasn't happened previously. So I
Yeah,
think you can have those as like a title eliminator, or maybe Peter Yan fights someone else.
I think so as well.
Or
I
let
would agree.
if Umar actually wins the fight, right? Let Peter Yan fight Umar because Umar and Peter Yan haven't fought previously. So I think fans would be
Yeah,
really excited for that fight.
I think I agree.
Yeah, I think that would be a good fight. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, but the press
Um.
conference I was watching and I was cringing during the press conference. I was like, amazing in a way that they were actually doing back and forth. Like Umar, sometimes the fans had to break them down. Fans had to break them from talking by asking another question.
I found it funny. I found it
I found
hilarious.
it funny. Yeah, it was hilarious. Actually, it was funny. Islam and Arman were very respectful of each other.
Yeah, I thought they would have a bit of exchanges, but I guess not.
I think in the future they might have some. I think the roles were a little bit different in Arman and Islam because Islam, although he's a champion, but he's a very established champion. He has defended the title many, many times. He's the pound for pound number one. So obviously Arman has a level of respect for him, and Islam has beaten Arman previously, so that also matters. Uh,
Yeah,
whereas and also Islam actually does think that Arman deserves the title shot. Like Islam actually believes that Arman is the best guy, and Arman has been in the industry for like a while. He's beaten a lot of big names. Whereas if you look at Omar and Mirab does not respect Omar at all. Mirab is champion
yeah,
right now. He doesn't think Omar actually deserves a title shot. He's complete, and you could see like how much he's scared of Omar as well. At the same time,
yeah.
like he's completely trying to avoid the fight the whole time. He was trying to do this, while
Yep.
Islam actually knows that he can beat Arman. So there's a difference.
Yeah. So he's willing to fight those guys. They are next in line.
Yeah, yeah. It was Islam. I mean, this is the thing I love about Islam. Like Islam does not even make the calls. Islam is like
He was
yes,
said
he
he
can
would
actually.
give Charles Oliveira a show as well, if the fan wants to see it.
Oh yeah, he's like I will fight him as well. And some people actually think that he was trying to deny Ilya Taporia, but I completely get it. Ilya Taporia has only has one. title defense at featherweight.
Yeah, yeah.
He needs to
I
finish.
think he needs to beat the Chechen guy, the Movsar Avalov or something like that.
Yeah,
I
Iliad
forgot his
Poirier,
name.
Iliad Moser Evloev. Oh, what Moser Evloev is fighting Aljamain Sterling.
Yeah, yeah.
So Moser, oh, that's I'm excited for that fight as well. I think it's gonna be amazing. So
But
if
bro,
Moser
why is he?
Evloev,
Bro, I'm just checking the rankings. It doesn't even make sense. So Aljamain Sterling is number 9, and Mobsar is number 5. Why are they both fighting? And Mobsar is number 5. Rodriguez is 4. Diego Lopez is 3. Max Holloway is 2. Alexander Volkanovski is 1. So how is that gonna push him up in the rankings? He's fighting a guy who's below him.
no, no, but because of the stock, because look, first of all, they're fighting on the prelims. I think it's
Yeah,
because they wanted people to be interested in the prelims, so they put Aljo on the prelims. But I think it's because of stock, because everybody knows that Aljo was a champion at 135. So Aljo is
yeah,
bringing like a star. Aljo is not like a massive star, but Aljo still has like a podcast. Aljo was the champion, so he's bringing some of the
yeah,
star power, and then that
yep,
will push him. That will push him if Moxley actually beats Aljo, and if he beats him
yep,
in like a decisive manner, that will push him. And I think Moxley should be getting the title shot. Look, even though he's number 5, but this guy is on like a 8 or 9 fight winning streak, right? 8 winning streak, I think. Does he have the finishes? Okay, he doesn't have the finishing. Some people find his style boring. I personally don't, because I like the way he actually shoots for the takedowns. I think his wrestling is quite entertaining.
yeah.
He's just
His
not a
wrestling
finisher.
is pretty entertaining. Yeah,
His wrestling is pretty entertaining. I think it's just not a finisher. Like or because the competition level that he's fighting, it's not easy to finish people at that level.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
so
I'd agree.
yeah, but I think if he beats Aljo, I think that puts him above everyone, because Ilya Topuria has fought Volkanovski already. He has fought Max Holloway. I think it should be Monster Evlo. It should be the one.
Yeah, I agree also. Uh, he hasn't fought Diego Lopez, has he? Yeah,
Ah, Diego
but
Lopez is not.
that wouldn't make any sense. I don't know why, because Movsar has beaten Diego Lopez. Why is he higher than
No,
Why
but
is
here's
Diego
the
higher
thing.
than?
Here's the thing. They fought like a while ago. They fought like a while ago, and after that,
Uh,
Monster didn't fight as much as Diego Lopez. Monster only had like 1 or 2 fights after that, and I think Diego Lopez had like 4 to 5 fights, and he won all of them.
uh,
And he won most
yeah,
of them by knockouts. So like Diego Lopez at the same time, he was finishing people. He's also on the ground. Diego Lopez is a very good finisher. And even if you watch Mosar versus Diego Lopez, right? It was a very close. It wasn't like one-sided fight. Okay,
yeah. He
Mosar was
wasn't. He
taking him
wasn't.
down, but Diego was close to submitting him many times.
Yeah, yeah,
The submissions were really close. And on the feet, Diego could always be very dangerous. So I think fans want to see Diego Lopez versus Ilya Topuria, because I think even stylistically, I think that will be a more fun matchup. So I do want
yeah,
to see. I think these are the two guys that I want to see Ilya Topuria fight. So maybe fight Diego Lopez first, and
yeah,
then the winner of this fight is Aljamain or and Mofsar, because I think stylistically these are the guys who can actually possess like a strong challenge to Elite Topuria. We've seen when he goes against strikers. We've seen him
yeah,
against the best strikers, Volkanovski, Max Holloway. He just manages to
yeah,
cash them. We want to see him against like a high level grappler as well,
yeah,
who can like take him to the ground. Yeah, close the distance, get the clinch work in. So we want to see how he does it. So I think that would be a
yeah. That's true.
fun matchup.
I agree.
Do you have any well, we won't do the picks at the moment, right? I do think that Islam wins against Arman Sariq, and I do think that Umar beats Mirab, although that's a very I don't know if that's a popular opinion, but that's
Uh-huh.
definitely he is favored. He's favored, so that is a popular opinion right now. Umar
Yeah,
actually came out as favorite on the odds. But we'll do a prediction video later.
yeah,
Any
yeah.
thoughts on the whole card though? The rest of the fight?
The rest of the fights. Let me just check again. I forgot UFC 311.
311, yeah.
Yeah, Badiola is good. Jiri versus Jamal. I don't know who I want to win in that fight. I think either one is good. But
Look,
Jiri
even if
already has fought Alex twice, so it wouldn't make sense that he gets third time.
actually, so even if Judy wins, then it's a difficult sort of situation, because then there wouldn't be Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I think Ankalaev should be the one. It should be the next in line. To be honest, I
100%,
think
100%.
I think even if Jamal Hill actually beats Jiri Prohaska, I don't think he should be getting the next title. I think it should be Ankalaev. But if Jiri actually wins, then it's kind of a different sort of situation because then Ankalaev will get the title shot, right?
Yep.
Then what are you left with? Who would Jiri fight next?
Yeah,
Then you would
I
have
agree.
somebody. Then you would have Jiri fighting somebody else next. Maybe like wait, Johnny Walker is fighting on the same card, right? So if Johnny Walker wins, but Johnny
I
Walker
think
has so
so,
many
yeah.
losses on his record, I don't think he would get close to the title shot still. Wait, let's pull up the light heavyweight rankings.
Yep.
Pull up the light heavyweight rankings and let me know how it's.
Let me check. Yeah, see. Um, so it's Alex, then Ankalaev, then Jiri, then Jamal, then Yavlahovich, then Alexander Rekic.
Okay, okay, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. So, okay, Rakic and Yuri have fought previously, and Rakic is had lost his last fight as well, so he doesn't deserve it. I think Blachowicz wants to get back to the title shot, right? He was talking
Yeah,
about it. So I think if Yuri actually wins, they could actually make Yuri versus Blachowicz.
yeah,
I think that would make a lot of sense, and I think they could do the same thing with maybe what's his name, Jamal Hill as well. So Jamal Hill, if he wins, because most probably Ankalaev should be the one getting the next title shot. I think make Blachowicz versus Jamal. At the same time, Khalil was also in the conversation, right? I don't know how much he's healed from like. I think he still has some damage left from the fight.
yeah.
But when he, I think, I think that could also be interesting. Putting Khalil in the mix.
Yeah, I agree. I think Yavlahovich, not really. I think Jamal and Jiri are the only one. But Ankalaev, I think, is the best option right now for the title shot.
Best option right now. Ankalaev has to be the best option. First of all, he deserves the title shot because this guy is on a he's on a winning streak, and he had
Yeah,
such a close fight with Blachowicz, which many people thought that he actually won the fight, or at least it was a draw. And
yeah,
he didn't get the title because he didn't get the title. And then he's the one who could actually possess the greatest challenge to Pereira because Pereira is a great striker. We've seen when we put him against the strikers, he just knocks them out.
yeah.
Ankalaev as a striker who could wrestle, I think that would possess the best challenge.
I agree. I think after he beats Ankalaev, just give him a heavyweight.
Which heavyweights do you think?
I think
Oh
Tom
yeah,
Aspinall. Tom
I think
Aspinall.
Tom Aspinall versus. I think that would be
I
yeah
don't want to
Tom
see him
Aspinall.
versus Jones. Because Jones is going to retire. On his way out, he's just going to take away a lot of star power from Pereira. Because it's an easier fight for him to fight Pereira. He's just making it seem like it's very difficult, but it's not.
It's
Like
not
the
because he
actual UFC fans can tell like what he's trying to do there. He's just trying to sell the fight by saying it's more challenging for him, but it's actually not. It's a much easier fight for him.
it's a
And
much
Alex
easier fight.
Pereira is just, bro. Alex Pereira is just gonna lose. He's on a losing situation in that fight.
Yeah,
You know?
I don't think he would lose a lot of stock in that situation, but he would most probably lose the fight because see, John Jones had 3 years to actually get adjusted to the. So he actually not 5 years because 3 years before he actually fought Gone that he took to get adjusted to that weight. And although he's not a natural heavyweight, I wouldn't call him as big as like Tom Aspinall because I think Tom Aspinall is naturally, or Francis Ngannou are naturally bigger guys. John Jones had to like do a lot of workout to actually put on the muscle to be able to do that. And even then, when he's like 255, 265, you can see that John Jones is quite fat in that weight. He's not like a
Yeah.
ripped ad, but it's still a lot
Yeah.
more time than Alex Pereira to get adjusted to the weight, to get adjusted to the strength. So first of all, I don't think Alex Pereira had that. And then second of all, when you're a wrestler, especially like John Jones, who's got like a strong wrestling background, the grip is going to be different for Alex Pereira. Like he needs
Yeah.
to prove himself against the light heavyweight grapplers first before you actually fight a
Exactly.
grappler who's the heavyweight grappler. So
Exactly. I agree.
statistically, it's a very difficult matchup for Alex Pereira. Look, if they have a clause in the match that says that Jones can only strike and he cannot close the distance and take Alex Pereira, I'll be down for that fight then. I think in that
I
case,
agree.
Alex favorite to win the fight, but it's just a difficult situation. And Joan, obviously, we know he's trying to sell the fight.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and we saw. So yeah, I think if Alex Pereira moves up, I think the fights that I would be interested in would be Alex Pereira versus Cyril Gane. I think that would be a good, stylistically, that would be a good matchup. Another guy would be Alexander Volkov. I think Volkov would be a nice fight because Volkov likes to strike as well.
Yeah,
I think the
I think that's true as
heavyweight
well.
interesting matchups. Tom
Yeah,
Aspinall, if he
heavyweight is
decides
a
to actually just strike,
yeah. I think Dana White really wants to see Tom versus Jones, and I think he's gonna make that fight happen.
I think they are saying next year in fight during the week that might happen. So I think yeah, Jones is
Yeah,
trying really hard to away, but I think that would be a fight. Tom Aspinall versus John Jones. I think that's amazing. And if they can make anything like what PFL is doing with Bellator, PFL and Bellator are doing, like they're having
yeah.
cross fights,
Uh huh.
cross championship fights, right? So you would have Usman Nurmagomedov fighting the PFL champion
Uh huh. Hello.
versus Francis Ngannou.
Yeah.
The business, the amount of money they would generate, it would be crazy.
Yeah, I think I agree.
Yeah, yeah, that would be a good one.
Yep.
Okay, okay.
Well, I heard the rumors about John Jones versus Francis again. Is that they actually trying to make that happen or what?
Francis Ngannou was trying to make that happen. Francis was talking about the fight, but I don't think Jones is. I, I don't think they're going to be able to do this. I think Jones wants that fight as well. Because I think against Francis Ngannou, even though Jones sees that it's a dangerous fight for John Jones. I think John Jones is obviously definitely scared of Francis Ngannou. He's mentioned that previously as well. Like he was bold enough to actually mention that Francis can actually knock you out with one punch. But I think he sees a
Yeah.
situation where he can possibly like outgrapple Francis Ngannou. I don't think he sees any situation with Tom Aspinall, to be honest.
Yep.
So, but I don't know if they're going to be. And I think because Francis is like a big money fight as well. Francis has been in the fighting scene for like a long, long time. He has a very like emotional, very strong story, his background. So I think that fight will make John Jones a lot of money. But I don't think Dana likes Francis Ngannou enough